That is Murray.
And that's what he gives you right there. That, you know, he's not one of the top players, you know, in the league for nothing. He's a guy that can get it going often.
See if that shot inspires a stop here from Owens on the defensive side. And it does not, because again, Williams, silky smooth from the outside, step back 15-footer.
Williams is a better shooter. Wow.
And we got a foul. Williams just harassing these point guards for Owens all night long.
And you're right. I'm seeing Owens lose a little composure. They're coming unglued. You know, you're seeing them just show their frustration out on the court. Let's look at his defense right here. That's great D. Excellent defense.
Point lead. Lakeland with the lead and the basketball. Strong take. They threw it up. I thought there was going to be a pass maybe there from them, but ended up being a shot by Howard. Leads to an Owens run out. We got a foul on the other end as Gill goes up and he'll shoot two.
That's what Owens is going to have to do. They're going to have to, you know, get the ball, really sprint 94 feet, get those transition buckets. That's what they do really well. Every shot is valuable at this point right now.
Yeah, that free throw didn't look too good at all that time. Second one better. And now we're going to see that press again, Deon.
Well, you know, I think if I'm Owens, you have to be very careful because they really broke it with ease the last time.
Just so quick, and they have so many kids who can handle the ball, but we get a steal here from Lindsay. He goes up, comes up short, put back up and in Murray.
See, that's what Murray does. I told you, he'll get on the offensive glass. Now, this looks like what we're accustomed to seeing. That 1-2-1-1 press with the center fielder.
And another turnover as Williams stepped on the sideline, and now you're starting to feel a little intensity from Owens, and Lakeland feels it as well, so they call timeout. Well, it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. I think for the first time tonight, Coach Clark likes the defensive intensity out there from his team.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you know, now they're scoring, they're getting into that press, they're going into the lanes, they're trying to make something happen, and they're doing it at the right time. That sense of urgency is always key, and they're not waiting. See, they're doing it at the 13-minute mark, which is absolutely perfect.
BCSN Sports Nightly is your home for scores and highlights of your favorite local teams. Join Ken Wallington and Eric Hubbard every weeknight as they recap the night's action. Watch Sports Nightly Monday through Friday at 10:30 only on BCSN. Wonder how many takes it took for those two to not drop the ball.
Yeah, and we know those guys pretty well, so we know they probably used a lot of film time just trying to get that little.
A lot of take time on him, especially from Ken. 56-43. Here's Lindsay. How big would a three be?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Henry trying to shake and bake himself inside, kicks it out. Lindsay thought about the three, put it on the deck. Up to Murray, he's open from downtown. Down it. John Murray heating up.
Right there. Now look at the pressure.
Going on here for Owens, and it could be more. They get a steal. Bachman was going in for the layup. He was fouled. And it will put Owens at the free throw line for the one bonus, I believe. 17 foul.
This is the right combination. This is the right lineup for what they're trying to do right now. Not sure what Coach Clark said. Whatever it did, it obviously resonated to the team.
And Bachman gets the roll.
That's who you want at the line right now.
He's a 74% free throw shooter. The second one out. Rebound Lakeland up 9.
Nobody's back.
But they get bailed out with that turnover.
Lucky break right there for Owens. You have to get back, get to the lane, find your guy out. You can't just jog.
Owens starting to chip away. Still plenty of time with 12-12 to go. Lindsay inside. He'll use his body nicely to shield off the defender up and in.
See, now Owens is getting back into it.
Here's Evans moving strong inside. Got his shot blocked by Gill. And good hustle by Lindsay. And Lakeland going to call timeout. They're going to give it to him with 11:40 to go. A full timeout, so we'll step aside, take a break. 11:40 to go in the ball game. 56-49 Lakeland.
With numerous bachelor and master degree programs, a renowned faculty, and one of the lowest private tuition rates in the entire state, Lourdes is the place for you. Discover our beautiful campus community, exciting new athletic programs, apartment-style residence halls, and convenient parking. Come on, discover a place where you matter. Discover a new you. Discover Lourdes University. Apply today. Lourdes.edu.
An OmniSource. This red hat means I'm the go-to guy for all your questions about selling scrap metal. So your next haul will be more worthwhile than your last. We're here to help. Even if you don't know your brass from your elbow. Get frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you.
7-point game. It was 17 just a few minutes ago. Owens getting back into it. And they've done it through their defense, Deon.
Well, and that's what we're used to seeing. Their defense starts their offense.
Shot is short. Bachman hustles down the rebound, the corner. Oh, boy, what a pass. Murray up ahead to Gill, overthrew it, threw it on the stage over there behind the basket.
That's the right look. Everything was going, their way.
So your eyes get big when you see your teammate down there all alone, and sometimes you put a little extra mustard on the hot dog. 56-49. And we got a body foul coming up. And we were kind of talking and joking off the air during that last time out about how long the second half is taking. But it's because of all these fouls. That's now the 14th total foul called already here in the second half. Only 12 total fouls in the first half. Both teams in the bonus. We're going to be shooting a lot of free throws here down the stretch.
And I agree with you, too. In the first half, they seem to be, they let them play a little bit more.
First free throw is good for Howard. Seems to have a big night out here tonight. 16 points. You can tell when this Lakeland team was warming up tonight before the game. They had confidence they could come in here and get a win.
Yeah.
They kind of had that swagger the entire game. And they've taken the punches from Owens, and they've settled back down here and are back up by 9 points.
Well, they have some real good athletes.
There's a long three. Allen, count it. That's big. Marquise Allen has 5, his first long ball.
That's huge, too, because Allen is not a guy you typically count on knocking down threes.
58-52. Here's Howard. Howard with that spin move. Oh, what a take to the basket. Couldn't get the layup to go, however. Davidson's got the rebound. Now to Fleming. Fleming Back over to Howard. He lost the ball, threw it off the glass, caught it, put it up and in. Break there, big time for Lakeland.
That was huge because he got blocked by the backboard.
Lindsay, no good on that three. Not a good shot that time.
No, it's not a good shot for him. But you really don't mind when he takes those because it gives you so much.
And Davidson scores. He hasn't scored anything since about the 10-minute mark of the first half. Had 6 early points, and now he has 8. He's been quiet, but big shot right there to put Lakeland back up by 10. And foul on Lakeland. Owens will go to the line here with 9:49 to play. And Murray to the free throw line. A very quiet 13 points in this ball game. He's slowly getting close to that average of 16.4.
You already know what you can expect from him. You know what I mean? Just in terms of he's the banner of consistency for Owens. You know, but you're right. It's been quiet, but even though he's not shooting particularly well, he's doing it in other ways. He's getting to the free throw line. He's going to get offensive rebounds. And that's what you have to do. You have to find ways to get the scoring column.
And this will be 2 free throws for Lakeland. The other, again, they get down the court so quickly as they attack the basket against this Owens press.
Well, what they think, I'm going to tell you right now, they really feel that they have an advantage in terms of the matchups. That's why, if you notice, they are finding where they think the weak matchup is, and they're just attacking that guy going right to the basket. You're not seeing a ton of threes out of this Lakeland team.
Second free throw is good from Fleming. He splits the pair. And it's 63-54, 9:30 to go. Lindsay has Gill posted up, didn't get the ball right away. Now he's got it. Gill taking it strong to the basket, up and in. Nice strong move, Bik Gill. He's got 11. Back to a 7-point lead. Another strong take, and the ball thrown away. This will be a backcourt violation. And it will be Owens basketball. Chance to cut it to a 2-possession game.
What I like, Owens, they've literally said, this is our gym, our house. And we're not going to get blew out in here.
Lindsay's shake and bake. Bachman open 3. Count it. Andy Bachman makes it a 4-point game.
Huge right there. Big shot.
Inside the other way. Bachman gets the block on Howard. Here comes Murray. Nice pass, dump off inside, ball stripped away, getting the quick hands from Lakeland. And now the run out Evans for his 3rd dunk of the game, puts it home.
Wow.
What a change of events right there.
Yeah, very fast-paced. Seems like whenever Owens seems like they're going to get back into the game, Lakeland always gets a dunk or something like that.
Well, Murray the other way for 3 along that baseline. And he's got 18. 3-point percentage definitely picking up for Owens here in the second half. Lakeland, again, to your point, has not taken many, but they're shooting 50% from behind the arc.
Well, what did we talk about? We said at halftime, Murray was going to, if they were going to come back, Murray had to have a huge half, and he's doing that so far.
Inside Evans, trying to power it up with that big body, no. Rebound, Sullivan inside, got his shot blocked. Boykins has it for the Express. Owens a chance to cut it to one or tie with a long ball. Bachman looking for the tie. Comes up short. Gill with the rebound up and in. It's a 1-point game.
Wow. What more can you say about this Owens team's heart? You know what I mean? They were down 14 points, I believe.
Yeah.
And they came all the way back. They did it defensively. Down 17. I checked that at one point, and look what they did. They just started believing.
3, no good. Rebound, Sullivan inside. And Lakeland gets another possession under 7 minutes to go, up by 1. Lob pass inside. It's caught by Evans. He puts it up, and he puts it in. Big shot there for Kenneth Evans.
Evans using that big body.
He got tied up. And maybe a jump ball situation, and it will be Owens basketball. Take a look at Evans underneath the basket. He might have got away with a walk here.
Well, I was thinking that. Let's take a look. Watch his feet. Yeah, he got away with a shuffle right there.
This is who's picking up here, though. This is getting exciting as Owens right back in it. The fans are starting to get into it. The good-looking crowd we have here tonight.
When you average 90-plus points a game.
They were going to count that for Murray if it would have went in. I thought that was going to be on the floor.
That's my point. When you average those type of buckets, you know, one thing I did see, they didn't panic. You know, they may have lost. They were getting frustrated, but I really didn't see panic in their eyes.
And Murray comes up short on the free throw. His first or second miss from the line tonight. He's now 4 for 6.
Those are huge though right now. You got to come up with those.
Murray's second free throw is good. It's a 2-point game and a full timeout called by Dave Clark. So we'll step aside and take one with it. Catch our breath here. 67-65 Lakeland, but the Express coming here at the Shack.
Oh, Canada,
our neighbors to the north.
the Winter Games to Toledo come forth.
Sochi Olympics glowing torch we'll see on our TV.
From far and wide,
And Buckeye,
We'll watch CBT,
bobsled and luge,
Ice hockey
and ski. CBC will tune our sets to be.
I've got a lot on my mind. Graduation, college. How will I pay for school?
Have you considered applying for the BCSN scholarship? You could receive a scholarship worth up to $10,000 to help pay for your college education. Fill out an application today. Pick up an application today at the Andersons, who is proud to sponsor the Student of the Year program. Visit bcsn.tv for more information.
.6:29 to play. There's some of the crowd here tonight. One of the women's basketball players who had a big 48-point win over Lakeland earlier tonight. As they continue to roll as well, as the basketball foot race here in Owens, among the best in the country on the men's and women's side.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, that's one thing you cannot argue with the consistency of this Owens program just throughout the years. Even when Coach Jim Welling was here, always had a solid program, always had a solid, you know, women's program. You know, very competent. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do in the tournament. I usually say I'm kind of curious, but I'm excited for them because I think they really can do something special this year.
67-65. Lakeland probably knew this was coming to this run inside Howard will shoot two. They had to know that at some point Owens was going to make a run at him. That's what they've gotten here late in the second half.
They just have to weather it. That's a nice call right there. Block-to-block screen. Seeing Howard get to the free throw line.
First free throw good from Rasheed Howard.
Stan Howard was the catalyst in that first half, going 6 for 8. They kind of got away from him. He's a guy that Lakeland's going to have to get involved in the offense if they want to win this game.
22 points for Shootout. It's a huge night here at the Shack. Up and in for Gill.
Tell you what, Gill's really developed to a good finisher around the basket.
69-67, under 6 minutes to play. Inside, Murray did a nice job of tying him up. Jump ball, possession arrow will keep it with Lakeland, but it was a nice move.
Well, they like the matchup. They feel that Howard can take Bachman, and that's what they're trying to get. They're trying to really isolate him, you know, on the wing.
Oh, how about that? Flew it off the body of an Owens player, but they're going to say that Fleming stepped out of bounds.
Wow, that was a nice play right there. Caught me totally off guard.
Caught Owens off guard too, but unfortunately he stepped out of bounds. He's the Tiger take the lead with a 3 here. Lindsay moving up and in. Lindsay.
That's a big shot right there by Lindsay. I'm going to tell you why, because Fleming does a really good job of playing that on the ball D, and before we know it, we got a tie, 69-69.
Owens has come all the way back here to tie it up. Spin move in the paint, no good. Off the heel, offensive rebound, no. Couple tips at the basket.
Owens ball, jump ball.
Yeah, another jump ball, and the Express have it.
People at home were confused about the rule. If the ball ever gets stuck between the backboard and the rim, they're always going to go to the jump ball possession arrow, which favors Owens this particular time.
Lindsay couldn't get the roll. Gill with the rebound. Inside foul. He'll shoot 2. Bik Gill keeping it alive.
Tell you what, Lindsay really like with it. And this is why you really don't mind when he and Allen, when they force a shot, because they play so hard, you know, the whole game. You can live with those guys because they're going to play real hard. Gill looked like he got caught in the nose right there.
Yeah, he's trying to shake it off and go to the free throw line.
Listen, you ever been caught in the nose? Ain't no shaking that off, because trust me, like your eyes are watering. That's rough.
74% on the air, but we'll see if he can see to take these free throws.
My bad again, 2-4. Keep on, Stu. Mike, sir.
And the first one rims out.
Knocks this down to be the first lead Owens has really had.
And he gets it to go. Bik Gill has given Owens a lead. 70-69, excuse me. We got a
bench warning, I believe, or is that tech?
I don't know what the call was right there.
I think it's a bench warning. I saw him pointing to the coach.
Lakeland, now how will they respond playing from behind by a point? They've been playing with a lead pretty much the entire ball game. Quick move though, Howard, to go back to your big fellow who has 24 points now.
I'll tell you what, they haven't been able to really find anybody that can guard Howard, and that's because he has that strong body. He can drive with either the left or the right hand, you know, and he has a good first step.
Bachman for 3. Count it! Andy Bachman's had a big second half.
Big, that's huge. Contested. Nice release right there by Bachman.
And he's got 14 points.
See if they try to maybe get Howard on the ISO.
Williams. Spin move inside. Howard, tough shot. And here comes Lindsay the other way, and he was fouled.
You know what I like about what Lindsay just did there? He did not avoid the contact. If he would have cut that inside, he may have lost it. Dribbled right up the sidelines. There was no way he was not going to get that foul call. Real smart play right there by Lindsay.
So Lindsay shoots 2 free throws. He's an 81% free throw shooter on the season. And the first one good. Give Owens a ton of credit here. They haven't completed this comeback yet because we still have 3:43 to play, but what a gutsy effort to hang in there and keep fighting down 17 with about 14 minutes to play in this ballgame. Lindsay makes it both. He's got 11 points. So a couple of Express players now in double figures. Shake and bake. As Howard will pull up from 15, count it. He can do it inside, he can do it outside.
They're going to have to find a way. They're going to put somebody on him to make it easy. You're right. He's such a tough matchup, as we've been saying.
Here's Gill going up, and it rolled out for him. Can he keep it alive underneath? Yes, he can. He'll stay with Owens.
What a few shots he's missed on the interior tonight, Gill.
Here's Murray now outside to Lindsay, who will set it up by 2 under 3 minutes to play. Lindsay going up and going in on that left side. Shakir Lindsay. And Dave Clark wants a timeout. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout as the Express take a 4-point lead.
Well, that's, you know, once again, they're going to get close to that average. It just took them a while to heat up, but they found the right combination, and guys are really stepping up to play. You have to credit the Owens players because they could have packed in the 10th left.
So now if you're Lakeland, what's your strategy offensively? You have Howard, who's had the big game, and you really haven't been that effective from the outside. Efficient, I guess is the word, but not that effective. So you might still try to get to Howard at this point, down 4, still plenty of time.
You have to go with Howard because he's the one guy that nobody can stop, seems like, on Owens' team.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights here from Owens in the second half from behind the arc as they've been hot.
Well, that was the key right there. We see Allen knock down the 3. I mean, that was, we talked about the first half, 1 for 10. And then, you know, Owens, they shoot a high volume of 3s. Bachman really was a catalyst, knocking down a couple. We saw Murray in there, you know, knock down a couple key 3s to really get them to this lead.
About that 7 and 9 here in the second half. We got a reaching foul, and now Lakeland will go to the line.
I think if you're Owens, I think you maybe play off. I would play for the jump shot because conversely, I don't think Lakeland has really shown the propensity to knock down the 3-point shot. So I think you have to play them back a little bit and invite them to the 3.
Fleming knocks the first one in, now 2 of 3 tonight from the free throw line. So making a 2-point game, and he makes the second. 2-point lead for Owens. Lindsay, Bachman for 3, straight on, count it now, 8 of 10 from behind the arc. Or the Express here in this second half.
I don't understand how Lakeland left that guy so wide open.
And Fleming, though, the other way comes quick, and he will go to the free throw line.
Let's take a look at this beautiful play. How is he so open? Bachman is the one guy in the gym you cannot leave.
Owens with 49 points already here in the second half.